I welcome you once again to Crown System Presentations. On this session, we'll be looking at the assessment module. By the way, my name is Vincent. So first things, we open our browser. We put in our URL address. We put our username and password. We log into the system. We go straight to Crown Assessments and click on it. Crown Assessment is the module that deals with the school examinations, grading, promotional method, and all related activities. So Crown Assessment module is divided into 3 subdivisions. We have the Crown Assessment static data, where we capture the information that we don't normally subject to change. We have the Crown Assessment transaction, where we carry out our daily activity on the Crown Assessment module. Then we have our assessment reports, where we view various reports across Crown Assessment module. So we start with the Crown Assessment static data. We click on it. The first functionality here, we have assessment mapping. This is where we create assessments as relates to subjects in the school. What do I mean? If I click on updates to view the ones that are already in the system, here you can see for this particular subject with assessment code ASC1, CI1, ASCI2, and ASCI3. We see that the first one there is the first major test, which the maximum mark obtainable is 20 marks. The second one is second major test, 20 marks. And the third one is the exam proper, which is 60 marks. Summing these together, you have 100 marks, which is the total marks a student is required to obtain in an examination. So that is what we mean by assessment mapping. So these ones are the ones that have already been mapped in the system. So here you can view, you can edit, or you can delete. If you want to create your assessment for a particular subject, you click on create. Which assessment code are you going to assign for that particular subject? Let's use biology for example. Here you can give it Bio 1. If you have biology in the system, the total marks obtainable for Bio 1 maybe is 20 marks. That's for the first test. Now you come to narration as it is in your report card. That is how you're going to input it in this place. Maybe you say first test. The exam type, you come here, you select, is it continuous assessment? Is it a main paper? Or is it just a test that you don't attribute, that does not come up in your report sheet? So here you say continuous assessment. Now from here you choose the subjects. So let's see if biology is in the system, because we don't have biology. So from here you choose the subjects you are mapping. Maybe it's agri-science, you click on it, you create. Once you are done, you come back again, you put maybe Bio 2. And here now changes to maybe exam, or let's say practical. That will be biology practical. How many marks is biology practical? Maybe it's 30. Here you put 30. Here you choose the subjects you are mapping this assessment to. You select the exam type, which is continuous assessment. You create. So having done that, you still come back here and put bio 3. This is what the assessment code you give to the subject. That is what the subject will bear. Bio 3, maybe you come here and you say exam. Now here, we now change to main paper. What is the mark obtainable in exam? Remember, we've used 50. So you use 50, you choose the particular subject you are mapping this assessment to. You create. So after creating, you can create for, if you create this, the system still opens this page for you to create, to make another entry, or you use create and finish so that you are done with what you are doing. So the system takes you to the list of the assessments that you've already created in the system. So let's see for this one, these ones that have already been mapped. So if you click on edit, you will see it, the assessment code, the narration is first major test, the maximum mark obtainable is 20. For these subjects, ASC1, let's see what ASC1 is agricultural science. So this is the first major test for agricultural science, which is continuous assessments. Having the maximum mark obtainable for it, 20 marks, that is what it means. So we move to marks referencing. Mark referencing is the promotional method. So when you are enlisting your classes in the Crown enrollment static data, when you are doing your class enlisting, the system gives you an option to choose the promotional method for that particular class. So it is from the, let's go back to assessment. So it's from the marks referencing that you choose the promotional method from. So these ones, they're already implemented in the system already. But if your school has another promotional method that is not implemented in the system, we can implement it for you during implementation. Yes, from here you can see this one. If you click on edit, the first one here is core elective subject method. The exam type is NECO. That's the standard for it. Mark percentage indicator is percentage. Now you see this is the lower mark boundary. This is the upper mark boundary, and this is the grading. So this is how it is in the system. You see for field, the lower mark boundary is 0, the upper mark boundary is 39. So if a student scores from 0 to 39, it automatically means that that student failed the exam. So the grading will be fail. So for satisfactory is from 40 to 45. Likewise for pass, 46 to 50, until you get to the excellent, which is 71 to 100. So this one is already implemented in the system. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them already implemented in the system with their various grading system. So you have subjects through courses classification. This is where you come and specify whether a subject is an elective subject, a mandatory subject, or a core subject. So here, some classes, promotional method, some of the classes uses mandatory method, or core subject method, or elective subject method. So this is where you come and say, okay, cultural and creative arts for a class, for the class nursery 1, From here is an elective subject. So the system will now know that once it wants to grade a student, if the promotional method for that particular class is elective subject method, now the system will now grade that student or promote the student with the information you supplied here. Now it will use all the subjects you created as elective subjects to grade and to promote that particular student. So this is where you classify it. Subjects, courses classification. This is where you classify whether the elective, mandatory, or a core subject for the class. So here, one subject might be a core subject for another class and will be elective for a different class. So this is where you make all those specifications. Now you have classes and facility mapping. Now you discover that when we are doing enrollment, you did facility enlisting. So this is where you come and select maybe nursery 1, which has nursery 1 is in the facility. You choose the facility maybe in the first block of the school. You come here, click on this binocular, it goes to facility enlisting table to fetch the information where you choose the facility in which nursery 1 is inside. So this is where you choose. Once you choose it, the capacity of nursery 1 will automatically appear here. So that you can create that entry, or you create and finish to make that entry. So you have the class grading mapping. This one is defaulted in the system already. For here you see classes, you see the class name, you see the grading, and from here you can edit it for any of the classes. You can edit it. You can come here and say, okay, the class grade is not this. Then you come here, you change it. Any of them you click on select, it changes. You click on update to save that change that you just made. Now, after you must have mapped your assessment, you need to come to this integrity check run to see if what you actually did was correct. So if you run integrity check run, if there are any inconsistency in the system, in what you mapped, the system will show you, then show you for the particular subject so that you can go back and correct it. So that is the reason for this integrity check run update. So having been through with assessment static data, we move to assessment transaction. This is where you carry out, like I said before, your day-to-day activity on a crowd assessment module. So from here, you are ready to capture your marks for the particular student. So if you want to capture the marks, you click on create here. You choose the admission number of the student you want to capture the mark for. Choose the admission number. Which subject do you want to capture the mark for? Maybe agric science. Choose agric science. Maximum mark obtainable. Maximum mark the student obtained in the, let's go here first. Marks obtainable. Maybe it's for the first test, which is 20. You put 20 here. Marks obtained, maybe the student obtained 15. You put 15 here. Academic session, term begin dates, current time, the system brings up these ones automatically. Now, which of the assessments do you want to capture the mark for? You come here, you choose. It will bring the list of all the assessments in the subject agric science. Now, maybe you choose, this is for the first major test. You click on it, you select, you create, you make this entry. Once you create it, you click on create, maximum mark and mark obtained cannot be empty. All right, so you need to fill out that information, then you make this entry. So once you create it and it is successful, it comes here. If you want to create another mark, you come click on new marks, then go over the process again. You capture the mark. Now, not to worry if you are going to come here to start capturing the marks for the student one after the other. The upload module is there to make it faster for you. So when I get to the upload module, I will show you how to do all these things with the upload module. So from here, you can view the marks you've already captured. From here, you can capture the marks. Now you have the effective and the psychomotor, which is mental alertness and emotional stability. So if you want to capture these marks, you choose the student's admission number that you want to capture the psychomotor for. Now for dexterity, you put the marks. For accuracy, physical activity, drawing and painting, legibility, handling of tools, sports and games, and music, you put the marks. After putting the marks, you click on create to create this entry, or you click on create and finish to create the entry. The system takes you to the list of the entries you already made in the system. It's likewise for emotional ability. So you click on create, you choose the admission number, you put in the marks for perseverance, diligence, punctuality, responsibility. All these, you put in the marks the student got in all of them. You click on create, or you click on create and finish. To make that entry, you can always click on update to view already captured entries in the system. Click on update, and from there you can view, delete, or edit the entry. Now you see the next functionality here is timetable parameter. Now this is where you specify the parameter for your school's timetable. So let's click on create. From here, lesson duration, that's duration for each lesson. Now you can leave it at 60, or you can say the lesson duration is 40, depending on the lesson duration of each lesson for your school. So you put the lesson duration here. When is first lesson beginning? The time first lesson is starting. Maybe it starts by 8 a.m. in the morning. You say 8 a.m. 8 a.m. When is the last lesson ending? Maybe it's 3 a.m. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, or let's say 4 p.m. Say 4 p.m. Specify it. Last lesson is end for the day is ending by 4 p.m. The current term is already there. The current year is already there. Now the system calculates the daily working period and gives you the sum in the total minutes here. Daily working period. This is total minutes from 8 to 4 in the afternoon. So the break one duration. How long will your break one last? You come here, maybe say 30 minutes. Your break two duration, how long will it last? Maybe you come here, you say 10 minutes. You make this entry in the system. Make this entry in the system. New timetable created with ID PS2B. Success. So this entry, I've created it in the system. So from here, I can search it. So you can see nursery 1, nursery 2, 1B, nursery 1A, nursery 2, play group, and so forth. So I've made this entry in the system. I've set up the parameter for the timetable. You can always view it. You can always go to update to do what I just did. Choose the sign-on name, the person that created that entry. Choose the date. The date will automatically appear here. You click on search. You see all that. So from here, you can always edit it. Maybe it's not the same thing for nursery 1. You can come here, you edit for nursery 1 and update. So that is for timetable parameter. So having set up the parameter here, you can come here and generate the timetable. Once you click on auto timetable generation, Say this is to run automatic generate the timetable for all the classes based on timetable parameter definition. So the system, if I click on here to run the timetable, the system generates timetable for all the classes. Now you see auto generation completed for total 13 classes. It generates the timetable for all the classes using the parameter that I set. Or if there are ones that I made changes on using the edit, it will still run, it will still generate timetable for that particular class. So from here, you can review that timetable. If you click on review automated timetable, maybe you want to review for one of the classes, maybe nursery 1, you come here because the system will just assign subjects to that class. So you come here to correct that entry. Now you come here to view it. Maybe this is not the first subject that nursery 1A takes in a day. You come here and change it. Once you click on edit, you change it. Say nursery 1A does not take that in a day. That's not the first subject they take in a day. You come here, you click on save. You can see it has changed. So that is how you edit for all these subjects that are here. Once you are done with nursery 1A, you can move to the next class. Maybe primary 2. Click on search. It opens for primary 2. From there, you edit for primary 2. Because if you are using so you can see now, this is for Monday. This is for Monday. This is for Tuesday. Click on Tuesday. You see it here. Click on Wednesday. Click on Thursday. So as I was saying, if you are using the e-portal, this information will be displayed on the e-portal for parents to view so that they will know the subjects that their children or wards offers daily in the school. So this information is displayed on the e-portal. Having said that, once you finish capturing the marks for students, once you finish capturing the marks for the whole school, for the students for a term, once you are through with your exam, you finish capturing the marks using this marks data capture, you need to come here and do auto assessment updates. So you see, this is to run automatic computation of mark summary and grades. Click on mark summary, which is this one, to consolidate students' marks or performance update and evaluation for grade computation. So here, if you click on this place, the system will do the grading computation of all the subjects for the students. So if you click on here, the system will run performance update and evaluate all the marks. So once you are done with this, you can come here. Once you are done, you can come here, student marks inquiry. Then from here, you can inquire for marks of any student. Because I did not capture for marks, so I cannot. So once you choose the particular student admission number, you can search. So because there is no data captured for these students as regards to marks, that is why it is not showing any data here. So once you capture your marks, finish capturing your marks using marks data capture, the next thing for you to do is to run at auto assessment update. Then from there, you can now inquire for the marks of any student. Now you have another functionality here, which is teachers remark. If you click on update here, you choose the students that you want to view. When I want to update the teacher's remark, you choose the admission number here. The student class automatically appears here. If you click on search, by then you must have captured marks for this student. The system opens another page where you can put the remarks of that teacher and you click on save. Let me move to report card comment to show you what I mean. If you just want to view, you cannot just click on view. So you see report card comment, you click on updates, just the same thing that happens here. Click on updates, select the student admission number, click on search. It opens a field like this. That's if you want to put in teacher's remark. Opens a field like this. Then you can put in the remark or the comment and click on save to save that entry. The same process for both of them. So from here, for report card comment, you choose the officer that is making the comment. Maybe is the head teacher of the school. You select, then you make the comment. Then you can use the save option. So that is the end of the assessment transaction. Now you have the assessment report. You can use the quick report to view any report you want to view, maybe emotional effective or any of the reports that you are seeing here. Let's say master timetable. And click on it, then you can view the timetable. So you can search using any of these parameters that are here. You can search using any of them. You can go to any page. Now you can see previous, you can see this page is from 1 to 85. So any of them that you click, that's how you'll be going, or you use the next. So for quicker search, you can use any of these parameters you are seeing here to search for whatever you want to search for. So that is for quick reports. Now, all these other reports that are here, any of them that you click on, you can view, you can print, you can either save as PDF to your device, or you save as Excel to print at a later time. Now, all right, that is for reports. That's one. Sorry, let's go back to assessment. Yes, that report took us to enrollment module. So let's go back to assessment. So any of these reports you can view, you can print, or you can save directly to your system. Now, there's a last functionality here, which is the student academic report. You can see the first option here, download report students. Now from here, you can choose students admission number. Any student you want to download their reports. Now this is to download the report. That's the term card for that student. That is the work of this functionality. From here, you download the term card for that student. From here, you can download the report for the whole class. For a whole class, here you choose the class, you select the class you want to download the report. Then once you click on download report for whole class, then all the reports for that class, all their term card will be downloaded directly to your system. Then from there, you can print the results at any time. Likewise, when you are downloading for students. Now, this functionality here, send reports, whole school. Well, if you use this functionality, if you click on it, then click on this send academic report, then what the system does is that it activates mail to every sponsor of the student or their parents in the school. All of them will get the report, the term card or the report card in their mails. The system will send the mails automatically. So if you want to do it by class, you can do it by class, select the class here, send it, or a particular student, you select the student, click here, then send. Then the system will now do the auto emailing. of the term card of that particular student. Now I repeat, download report. Or download report by student or by class. You are downloading the term card of that student straight to your computer system or any device you are using to access the Crown system. So you can print it anytime you want. Now to send reports, either whole school or by class or by student, the system sends the term card as email to all the sponsors that are captured. Their email address are captured in the system. So that is it for assessment module. Thank you very much once again for viewing and for watching. Till I cross your way next time on the Crown upload module and the Crown e-portal. So having done all that we want to do here, we can log out, then close our browser. Thank you once again.